What is going on, guys? I welcome you all back, and as always, I greatly appreciate the time you guys spend here. The last thing I want to do is waste any of it. I fully respect how valuable your time is. And with that being said, humor me for a minute. I'm going to rant, and I'm kind of going to rant about other YouTubers. What I've been seeing lately with the videos that are popping up all over the place on how to make your own Teckel Sprinker frog, they're cookie cutter videos. One guy sees it, oh, I can do that because I have a frog and I have a paddle tail swim bait and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go ahead and put together my own video and get a lot of clicks. The problem with that is they're giving you bad information and they're wasting your time. Real quick, I'm going to show you how you can make what they're trying to sell you in, I think, 20 seconds. All right, take your braid. Tie a double overhand knot. I think that's what this is called. 1, 2, and then get it down nice and close. That's good to me. Pull it tight and fight with your dull cutters. And then take your center pin type spring and then wrap it on down. Take your paddle tail. Don't even have to cut it, doesn't make a difference. And you're done. What I just did here is going to work better than what they're showing you because you're not taking a heavier, you have to use a pretty big split ring. I looked at what these guys are doing. You know, they wrap a split ring down here and then they add another swivel and then their clip. There's no need for it because the only reason why you're doing that in the first place, the reason why they're telling you, is because you want to get that plop, 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 you know, whopper plopper sound. And, you know, I do appreciate that some of the videos out there are telling you that, yeah, you don't get that same sound. But if you're not getting the same sound, why do you want it to spin? You know, that's the whole point of adding the swivel and the hardware on there. Just hang it off the back like this. There's absolutely no need to do anything but this. Plain and simple. All right, now, to toot my own horn a minute. This frog with this tail is, however old this frog, when this true tungsten frog was brand new, that's when I did this. This was an unfished version of it. These frogs kind of stunk. A lot of times they wouldn't land right and they didn't walk very well and they had a poor hookup ratio. So, you know, if you're a lure tinker like me, you take the crappy lures and you experiment with them first. And this one here was a prototype from years ago. With that out of the way, yeah, I'm jealous. They're probably making a lot more money than I am right now off that Teckel Sprinker. And what I'll also add, if you look at that Sprinker, and you look at how they're trying to tell you to do it, the version that's similar to this, don't bother using your paddle tails. Don't use them. The people that are making those videos probably weren't around when the Lunker City Salad Spoon was really popular. You have the Strike King Rage Tail Eliminator and the Strike King Rage Tail Shad. Those are like the new versions of this. This is essentially a weedless buzzbait. Instead of wasting your paddle tails, which are pretty pricey, I mean, I think all plastics nowadays are kind of pricey. Just go out and buy a grub. Look online. Kalen's probably makes a good one. Just buy one that has a single like that, and that way you'll get that flap, flap, flap sound as you're doing the retrieve, which would be better than what you'd get out of pretty much any tails that you're gonna chop off. All right, with that out of the way, sorry for that. I had to get that out of the way. I wasn't sure if I was going to cut the video and add it, but you know what? I'm ranting. All right, now, the Teckel Sprinker. Is it worth what they're selling for on eBay right now? $40 a pop is what I think they're going for on eBay. When they come back to the market, they're going to be, what, 12, 13 bucks, 15 bucks? Either way, this is going to sound crazy. I think they're worth it. I bought one at, like, I think it was 15 bucks when they first, kind of hit the market and you could still get them. I then went out and bought one for 40. And hey, you know what? I caught more fish on the 40, the $40 one, mainly because I got the other one bitten off. But yeah, these are great baits. The hookup percentage is very high. Even though the hook points are kind of close together, if you guys ever fish that live target field mouse or live target rat, whatever they're calling it, the hooks on those are very close together. They're super sharp, but they're close. And it kind of makes it tough on big fish when they grab that entire bait and you ram a hook set and you're kind of trying to get two big hooks in when they're that close together. When they're kind of spaced apart, you're more likely to just get one to stick, but it's kind of more likely to get in past the barb. But this bait still does have a very good hookup ratio despite that. The soft plastic, the rubber is very soft. It's proven pretty durable so far. And it does catch some big fish. I'm from New Jersey. I usually target my bass in New Jersey. If I'm traveling, I'm usually going for pelagics and stuff like that. So, it's been a while since I hit Florida and such for the really big largemouth. But my personal best is, right up there with the 30-year-old state record, 25 inches by 19.5 inches. This bait does have big fish potential, and it has very big fish potential when fishing at night. I can go on for days about strategies to target big bass at night. I've done very well over the last decade and a half targeting bass primarily at night, to the point where I'll catch more fish over 21, 22 inches than I will under 15 inches. So I'm doing something right. And when I go out on the water at night, it takes me a lot of effort to get to where I'm going, because I'll usually backpack a float tube in, something along those lines. And I usually like to pack very light. So carrying loads of spinner baits and stuff like that, it kind of weighs you down. Now, when it comes to the Teckel Sprinker frog, I really don't need to carry a buzzbait anymore. There's no need for buzzbaits, especially during the summer months where that hair algae really goes crazy. I mean, mid-spring, if you're throwing buzzbaits, you can throw buzzbaits anywhere you want. You just deal with some vegetation. But once it starts to heat up and that hair algae really does start blooming, and again, this is actually one of my big pet peeves about the bait. I wish they designed the swivel a little bit differently. If you look, I cleaned it out, but as this tail spins, it does collect algae, and it usually collects right here. And if the algae gets in there, we're talking that annoying slimy hair algae. If it gets in there, it won't spin properly. And that plop, plop, plop sound really is what makes this bait special. It is truly a weedless whopper plopper. As a matter of fact, me and my buddy were out the other night. He was throwing a whopper plopper. I was throwing this. And, it was fairly slow, but we did hook some big fish. This got more bass than the whopper plopper. And I can throw it anywhere I wanted, to the point where my buddy ended up giving up with the whopper plopper because the vegetation was just too crazy with the algae, and went back to throwing frogs. So with that being said, if you're a night fisherman, you need this bait. If you're a night fisherman and want to catch some big fish this year, spend them $40 on eBay. I feel so stupid for saying that. I'll leave a link below in the description that shows you where these are being sold on eBay. Man, a great bait. It truly is. That one little, issue with, the kind of DIYing the tail end of this bait, where they could have done something more proprietary and charged $1 more. That could have been more weedless or algae friendly. I mean, it is a frog after all, so you are thrown in the schmutz. And that being said, everything else, all things considered, the frog is durable. It has a good body compression. It's nice and soft. Haven't gotten any tears. And the largemouth that I usually catch in a certain body of water I fish have some pretty nasty teeth, and they'll tear you up till one fish will make you bleed. And I haven't seen really any effect of those bass teeth. Sounds funny to say that, but yeah. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. Upcoming now is the video of me using this. I think it was the 5th cast of the night. I got the best fish of the night, right around 23 inches, right around 7 pounds. And later on in the night, I got one that was right around between 20 and 21. You know, we're closer to 5 pounds. Both quality, healthy fish. Both, you know, Jersey Giants. You know, it's 6-pound bass in New Jersey. People get all freaked out about. You know, I was, you know, when I saw that fish in the water, I was a little freaked out too, because it just, you know, from my angle, I didn't realize it was that deep down when I was able to see him, since the water was pretty clear. I thought he was closer to the top. I thought he was another 8 or 9 pound fish, but yeah, it was quality fish, pushing about 7 pounds. And you know what? I'll add to my list of pet peeves: the barbs on these hooks. The barbs on these hooks are a little too large. Yeah, I'm a fisherman, but I don't like treble hooks when I'm fishing for big fish. I like to do as little harm as possible to the fish that I am catching. The barbs on these are just too big. I mean, I had to wrench, you know, to get this hook out. And something like a Copper's Live Target, in my opinion, has a better hook design with a little bit slimmer barb that does just as good a job. So yeah, am I going to do anything about it? Like grind it down? No, I'm just going to whine about it every time I hook a fish, and I'll figure something out. I might actually take a little bit of a grinding wheel and kind of take it down a notch. But yeah, enjoy, guys. And again, thanks for watching. Take care. Alright, guys and gals, no introduction needed for this thing. It's only the most famous lure in the world right now. And we're going to go ahead now and see how it fishes at night. Not many people have been throwing this thing at night, I'm not sure why, but I also don't see many YouTube videos of people actually fishing at night. We are about to change that right now. My friend in front of me didn't splash me in the face with his frog. Thanks, New Jersey Parks and Recreation. Oh, God. Oh, holy shit, this is a good fish. Oh, I'm not budging him. Now I am. This is a good fish, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, dude. Oh, that's a giant. That is a giant. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this is a 7-pound fish. Easy. Don't throw it. He ain't done yet. Oh, that is a giant. Yeah, buddy, Teckel Sprinker. 5th cast. Oh, that is a true giant. Oh, look at this.
Oh, dude,
that's a beautiful fish right there. That is what we come here for, ladies and gentlemen. First fish of the night. This is how we do it.
Alright, hold on, come
Oh, don't drop that. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Fucking teeth in that guy.
Nice first fish.
Yeah, that's a 7. Beautiful. All right, baby. Thank you, sir. Tight. Decent fish, whatever she is. Can't tell, but it feels good. Don't break my rod. Yeah, this is a good fish. I don't know if it's a bass though. Whatever it is, it's big. Another giant bass. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come to Papa. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Another giant. Damn. Let's get a tape measure on this one. Yeah, that's 22 inches, 20 inches. Another beautiful, beautiful bass. Solid 5, maybe 6. 21, 22, and pretty thick. Score number 2 on the spinker.